All right, we're continuing Data Sources 1, Section 3, Sources, and this section is on 3.2, New Jersey as an example of state data. This will be a little bit briefer than the federal government section. So just like nationwide sources, states have their own agencies, departments, bureaus uh, dealing with governmental functions, and those can be very rich sources of data. So I'm going to open up the links here in this section and talk a little bit about them. When we go to nj.gov, I'm actually going to start with the third link here, right? You can discover from the state itself what their major departments are, like so departments and agencies, municipal government, and basically just like those questions that we talked about in part 2, ask yourself who might be collecting information, right? If you're interested in criminal justice information at the state level, you might be interested in the Department of Corrections. You might be interested in transportation initiatives, various things, and identify the department that deals with that and go there and look for information. State information is perhaps not going to be as large scale as federal. Sometimes you might find a smaller site that doesn't have a clear link to here's the downloadable data, or things like that. I wouldn't hesitate to reach out to those agencies and say, do you have data on this topic? Because sometimes a smaller state agency might not, they might be collecting something and not really thinking about it being used in the same way. But for research purposes, they might still be able to help you out and discover data. That said, I wanted to highlight 2 New Jersey resources. One is the New Jersey State Data Center. This is a specific project collaborating with the U.S. Census to make the census more usable to residents of the state of New Jersey, assist people in using it, and training people on using it, right? So if you visit the New Jersey State Data Center site that's linked from our original page, you'll see they have their own New Jersey focused, like they will have already done some of the extracts for New Jersey data on population, on industry, and they have quite a number of really useful resources, also training to keep you up to date if you're interested in a deeper dive into various sources. So also these projections that they produce are quite useful for future growth of New Jersey counties, New Jersey cities. Is something that they are specifically tasked with doing. So for New Jersey, I would say this is probably a first stop for looking for this kind of demographic and economic information. Other states, many of them will have something similar. So I'm not going to go there in this discussion, but everything I say about New Jersey is something you can probably apply to other states as well. Just like data.gov for the nation, there is a data.nj.gov from New Jersey OIT, where data sets related to various New Jersey government functions are made available. Let me just do this browse here. vehicle inspection facilities map, pension members, New Jersey agency payroll explorer. So like a lot of things that are public information, you may want to ask yourself, like, where can I find that? Often the open government site that's relevant is a place that you can go to take a look at that. So that's data.nj.gov. And I will point out, since they are nearby neighbors to New York and Philadelphia, two cities that are famous for being close to New Jersey, New York City has an open data portal, opendata.cityofnewyork.us, or you could just Google NYC Open Data New York, because New York's population is nearly the same as the state of New Jersey's population, has also a very large collection. The agencies of New York City are large agencies that collect a lot of information. And Philadelphia was also an early participant in this open data initiative, and their site is opendataphilly.org. Again, at the city level, you're going to see things that are typically handled more at the city level, which may be of interest. So like if we see this real estate land records, you'll see there's information about what's going on in specific neighborhoods, zoning, services, things that are not set at a state or federal level. City databases can allow you to dig into details like that. So open data for the unit of government of your interest is definitely something you want to look into. And I think that's all I'll say about state data. And you can search for the data that's of more interest to you by digging into these, state level sites. And I'll stop there, and we'll come back with nonprofit organizations.